What is going on, guys? Predator458 here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're taking out the sexy Cleveland. This was a favorite of mine during closed beta. I really enjoyed this cruiser. The fire rate and the damage per minute it's capable of is quite insane. But it's a really good fun ship to play. It's fast, it's decently maneuverable. And you've got 12 6-inch guns. Yes. Aha. This thing is amazing. I've had a little bit of trouble getting used to it again. The guns take a little bit of getting used to. It must be said. Like the guns on like the Omaha and the Phoenix, those things are really easy to use. However, in the Cleveland, they've got again, it's that exaggerated sort of very high arc, long hang time in the air, but this is even more so than the Omaha and the Phoenix. I've started getting my eye in with it a bit better. At longer ranges at sort of the edge of your range, you kind of do have to give the ship or give the target, shall I say, a lot of lead. But when you do start hitting your target, especially battleships, firing high explosive at them, you're just constantly setting them on fire. And there's just this never-ending barrage of shells landing on them. Kind of feel a bit sorry for them. But anyways, so we are on the new map that was added, patch 0.4.0, just before open beta went live. Getting a bit of lag, but anyways, haven't played too much of it, but I quite like it. And we got our first target. It is an Omaha, 12 kilometers. We'll fire everything at him and see what happens. But you can see, the shells are still in the air, and we managed to get 6 hits, so not a bad first salvo. Not sure how much damage we did though, but they were armor-piercing shells, so hopefully they punched nice little 6-inch holes in his armor. And now we've got a Furutaka. How do those do? And again, you can just see that big arc on the shells, and we led that a little bit too much. My Cleveland is fully upgraded, just working on the experience towards the Pensacola. And we got 6 hits on the Furutaka. How do those do on the Omaha? Oh, nice. 3 Citadel hits. We'll fire again, and I think, don't know if 2 scooched over the island. And we got incoming fire from this enemy Cleveland. Turn away. And how do those do? Oh, another 2 Citadel hits. Yes, and I agree with Master Nicola. The Cleveland is probably the most dangerous ship that we are facing right now, so we'll switch targets to him. And how do those shots do? They're looking pretty good. And 5 hits. Not great, but now we got this destroyer as well. It's another thing the Cleveland's really good at, as with any cruiser really, but firing at destroyers and really ruining their day. So we're going to see if we can finish off that Omaha. As for the little upgrades that I've put onto the Cleveland, I went for the main gun accuracy increase and the 20% improvement to my rudder shift time. I think that's what I've got on it at the moment. The second gun upgrade is a little bit of a kind of like a catch-22 almost. It increases your rate of fire instead of a reload of 10 seconds. I think the reload is 7.5 or so. However, it does make your turrets turn a little bit slower. But then I've got the captain skill thingy to increase that a little bit. But overall, like this ship, I think a lot of people loved, a lot of people really enjoyed. Unfortunately, its successor is somewhat of a letdown when you do get to tier 7. That seems to be a theme at tier 7, if you ask me. I mean, the Pensacola's got 10, I think it's 10, 8-inch guns, so you've got bigger guns. They're easier to shoot, but I mean, how do those do? Those are actually looking pretty good. Ooh, 3 Citadel hits, nice. Pensacola's guns are easier to shoot, they kind of don't hang quite as much, and he's slowed right down. But it's actually, you know, its reload time is 15 seconds, so your rate of fire, your DPM, not bad hits. Your DPM is not nearly as good as the Cleveland. It actually also has worse armor, and I think it's easier to hit the Citadel on that than it is to hit the Citadel on the Cleveland. But I mean, tier 7 really does seem to be like quite a funny tier, you know, where a lot of things are worse than their tier 6 counterparts. Fuso to Nagato, you know, I think everyone preferred the Fuso, although the Nagato wasn't terrible. Let's take the lead on this Cleveland, who's still on relatively full health. New Mexico to Colorado, those were a little bit short. Again, I think most people tend to prefer the New Mexico. Cleveland to Pensacola as well. I mean, it's tier 7's kind of a weird one, and I'm not really, because of that, I'm not in any rush to really get there. Not only, and also because I think the majority of the player base is still tier 5, tier 6, and apparently when you get to tier 7, you start getting very weird matches where the matchmaking is putting you tier 8, 9, and 10 games like very often. And we've been set on fire. We're going to let it burn for a little bit to make sure nothing else bad is coming our way. And how are we doing? Both teams have destroyed 4 vessels. We've lost a battleship though, which is never good. Cleveland now sitting still. Quite possibly. Like, I'm trying to even just see if I can see the smoke from his smokestacks, his funnels, whatever you want to call them. That can at least tell me what his engine's doing, but it's burning, so it's being lost in the smoke from the fires. But everyone is focusing on him, so... Oh, he is... Oh, we got the kill. There we go. Brilliant. First kill of the match. And we've got what I'm guessing must be an enemy destroyer in front of us. Well, obviously it's an enemy destroyer. Probably, yeah, we'll switch over to high explosive for this battleship. And there's the destroyer. So we got the correct shell ready, so we're going to probably turn and try and catch him as he comes around the left side of the island, see if we can secure kill numero 2. You have to watch out though, he's going to be quite close and he's trying to shoot at us. Maybe there. Those are looking good. And 4,000 damage, nice big hit. He set us on fire. This is a bit dangerous because if he does launch torpedoes, we're not going to have much time to kind of do anything. So I'm slowed right down. He's now turning. We took out some torpedo tubes, that's good, but now he's turning for onto the other side. And we're turning hard to try and avoid them. Oh! Oh, that was close. That was very, very close. That was a genuine pucker moment. We're going to put that fire out, and we've now got this Furutaka at 11.8 kilometers. We're going to move towards him and see if we can finish him off. This Miyogi's just in range. We're going to fire our high explosive off at him and switch over to armor piercing for any cruisers that are unfortunate enough to get within our range. And we're going to do a little bit of damage on him, but we're going to go see what we can do to him with armor piercing. And there's the kind of traveling away. Oh, he's turning. There we go. Very kind of you, sir. Very kind of you. See if we can get some more Citadel hits on him. We've got this New Mexico. A little bit too much lead. New Mexico at 19.0 kilometers. He's quite a big threat. And those were not quite enough. I mean, you can kind of see what I'm saying. Sometimes with the Cleveland, it is a little bit difficult to dial in your shots, at least for me. But I mean, you'll get better with practice. And so will I hope. But anyways, we are now going to turn around. I don't want to close the distance to that New Mexico any more than we already have. Unfortunately, it still kept the target locked on that other Rutaco, so I'm not sure if those are going to hit the... Yeah, no, we're just hitting mountain. But yeah, I mean, when dealing with battleships, definitely what you want to try and do is stay towards the maximum range of your guns, which should, in this case, is just under 15 kilometers, 14 and a half or something. And that way you should have enough time to dodge when they fire at you. Closing to within 10 kilometers is, well, suicidal, if you ask me. Right, and he's now within 10 kilometers. Roughly with 10 kilometers, we're going to open fire, see if we can get some citadels. Those are looking pretty good. Kind of back of the ship. A little bit more lead. So we'll fire again. He's turning. Oh, and those were just over. Fire another salvo. Hopefully some of those are... Yeah. Looks like the rear guns managed to scooch over. And we got a citadel. And... excuse me. And that's kill number 3. We're 8 for 8 right now. 3 battleships versus 2 battleships and 2 cruisers on our team. I think it's going to be difficult to win. I think where at least one of those battleships is in New Mexico, who is a very dangerous opponent. What's the Wyoming doing? Yo, and I mean those 2 New Mexico's got 6 kills between them. So those players know what they're doing as well. And there's that Myogi. And we're going to turn. We do have high explosive loaded, so that's good. And there's the New Mexico. There. And we're going to begin to turn around. Unfortunately, he has waited until we turn to fire. So this could hurt. Yeah, we can live with it. But we have managed to find both enemy New Mexicos. Great. Set him on fire. The Myogi's shooting at us. That hurt. Excuse me, and that other New Mexico really, it must have been a citadel hit on us. And our team is just sitting behind me. So we're going to try and move back towards them. Concentrate our fire on... never mind. Alright, well, decent enough match for me, so let's head off to the results. Alright, so unfortunately we did lose that battle. Those New Mexicos played really well and really carried their team. Unfortunately, our team just wasn't able to compete, so it did end in defeat for us. But still a decent enough match for me myself, and I had fun. But anyways, we got 120 target hits, critically damaged the ship 5 times, destroyed 3 enemy vessels, caused fire 4 times, and got 9 citadel hits, which I'm quite pleased with, for 246,074 silver, 1,500 research, and 75 convertible research. We came first on our team, and well, yeah, there we go. I mean, those New Mexicos. Pterodos, you get a compliment. You played really well with your 2,246 base experience. We got 52,480 armor-piercing damage, 17,670 AG damage, and only 992 from fires. But anyways, as I said, yeah, I mean, I've struggled to have decent matches in this game, in this ship, mostly down to struggling to get my feel back for these guns. But it's still a really good ship, and If you're grinding the American Cruiser line, this is definitely one of the high points, something to really look forward to. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to hit the thumbs up button down below and maybe consider subscribing for more World of Warships content, as well as War Thunder and a few other things that I throw into the mix from time to time. If you have any feedback, please, the comment section is open, and I really do enjoy hearing back from my viewers, so please feel free to leave a comment if you want. Otherwise, if you're not ready to pull the trigger on the on the subscriber button, there's links in the description to my Twitter and Facebook. You can follow me there instead if you'd prefer. But yeah, anyways, I hope to see you again soon. But yeah, so as I said, that's it from me for today. Thank you very much for stopping by. This is Predator 458 signing off, and I will see you guys next time.